The Crimson Moon Pack's fortress stood like a monolith of obsidian against the jagged peaks of the Whispering Range, its spires clawing at the bruised sky. Torches flickered along the battlements, casting long shadows that danced across the snow-dusted courtyard. The air was sharp with frost and the scent of pine, but beneath it lingered something heavier, tension, thick as the blood that stained the earth after a hunt. Inside the great hall, the pack gathered, their eyes glinting amber and gold under the light of 100 iron chandeliers. The full moon loomed beyond the arched windows, bloated and red, a silent witness to the unrest that churned within the pack's heart. At the head of the hall, on a throne carved from the bones of ancient dire wolves, sat King Alaric. His presence was a storm contained in flesh, broad shoulders draped in a cloak of midnight wolf pelt, his jaw set like granite, and eyes the color of molten silver. His crown, a circlet of blackened steel studded with rubies, caught the firelight and threw it back in bloody shards. The pack's reverence for him was absolute, forged in a decade of victories that had carved his name into legend. He had slain the Ironclaw Alpha in single combat, tamed the rogue Wyrms of the Ashen Vale, and led the Crimson Moon to dominion over every pack from the Frostfang Plains to the Ember Sea. Yet tonight, as the pack's howls rose in ritual greeting, Alaric's gaze was distant, fixed on a point beyond the hall's vaulted ceiling, as if he could see the prophecy that haunted him. Beside him, on a throne of equal grandeur but softer lines, carved from pale cedar and cushioned in silver silk, sat Queen Elara. Her beauty was a blade, sharp and unyielding. Her hair, black as a raven's wing, cascaded in waves over her shoulders, catching the torchlight like liquid starlight. Her eyes, twin sapphires that seemed to hold the depth of a midnight sea, scanned the hall with quiet authority. She wore a gown of deep indigo, its bodice embroidered with silver threads that mimicked the constellations of her Starfang lineage. A circlet of moonstone rested on her brow, marking her as the pack's Luna, the keeper of its spirit. The pack bowed to her, their voices a low rumble of respect, but Alaric felt the undercurrent of their whispers. 7 years. 7 years since the mating bond had snapped into place under a blood-red moon, binding him to Elara in a union the pack had celebrated with feasts and fire. 7 years since he had sworn, in the privacy of his soul, never to touch her. The great hall thrummed with life. Wolves in human form mingled with those who preferred their pelts, their claws clicking against the stone floor. Meat flowed from iron tankards, and the scent of roasted venison and spiced bread filled the air. Musicians played bone flutes and drums skinned with stag hide, their rhythm a heartbeat that echoed the pack's primal pulse. Young wolves sparred in the corners, their laughter sharp with the thrill.